Time to rock and roll. It is time for more colony survival. We're here in the huge 0.9 update. And in the last couple of episodes, we've got our food sorted. We've got 72 meals, which is amazing considering that 2 episodes ago we were at, I think, 2 when we went to sleep. We've got our entrance sorted. We've got our idea for initial defense. Now, this is based on the previous concepts, what we used to work with. And I think the last time I played was the 0.7 update. So we kind of hope that it still works relatively similar, that they cannot come up to the 2-block walls, and that they're still going to go and follow whatever mazes we lay out for them. Now, we do want to get these guys all a roof over their head and just more than just a little bit of a canopy. But for now, we need to go and walk around, close up our moat, just to make sure that all of it is going to be fine, because it is 4 p.m. and I would like to plop down the extra beds and the colonists that we need to fill all the jobs. But before we can do that, we need to make sure that it's all going to be safe and sound for everybody, because otherwise we're just going to end up with a whole lot of catastrophe, which involves a lot of blood and murder. Alright, so did the round. Yes, all of it is safe and sound. Now, the only problem I have is that these guys for a meal are now going to have to go all the way around, inside, go to the banner, pick up their food, and go all the way back out. So what we might actually do is during the day, we might open these things up so they can walk in and out a little bit easier, and during the night, we might close them off. But first things first, let's go and get ourselves a handful of beds. There we go. So let's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's the amount of beds that we need to recruit to fill all jobs. There we go. Now, our threat level is at 0.3. Moo. That gives us the thing. So let's have a look how many zombies are actually coming in. Because here, it increases the monster threat by 10. So, yeah, that might really be a thing. Now, I think we have enough slings for now. We've got 4. I need to have a look. Did you guys already pick up? Or you automatically magically get one? I don't even know. How do you guys work? With what do you work? Do you have a block that I can select? No, you do not. Alright, so let's check that out. A night slinger guard. Use a sling bullet. Up to 12 blocks distant. Yeah, see, there we've got the guy. Now, we can actually have a look if our pathing is going to be working. So he nicely follows through all the way through the maze, going dizzy, going crazy because of all the green. Everybody else is already far away in their dreams. They're about to be waking up again. It's a good thing that they don't need to re-energize and actually need their sleep. Yes, yes. It's all coming together. All right, let's have a look how many of these clowns are actually going to show up for this party. Or does the 0.3 mean 0.3 zombie per colony? Because if that's the case, I think I can hear the crickets chirping in the background. All right. This was slightly anticlimactic. Any of you brought a deck of cards? I mean, if we're going to be waiting for any clowns to show up, it might be a while. This is dangerous because that makes me now tempted to actually spend the skill points, not the skill points, again with the skill points, you idiot. It makes me tempted to do the science in order to get the next level done. But no. We need to keep ourselves a little bit in line here. All right, so let me continue let's build our wall. That's going to get us at least through the night. And then once that is done, we'll have a look in the morning to make sure that all of our food production is still up to level, because we're down to 55 meals, and I'm pretty sure that we had a few more when we started. So it is nearly morning time. I see absolutely nothing. I see nothing. I see not a single zombie walking around, crawling around. Which might actually be a good thing, because remember when we said that we wanted this open during the day and closed during the night? Yeah, that would have been nearly disastrous. So we spend the time going around, making sure that the moat is fully dug. We set up an entire defense on that side, and then we just leave our wall here massively open. All right, okay, guys, there you go. Now you can go out on this side. Hopefully you do your repathing, or you're going to go down here and you want to take the touristic route. I would understand that. All right, so some of them are smart, some of them are just plain idiot. All right, that guy has had enough. He's like, yeah, there's no action here whatsoever. What's the point of being here? I absolutely understand you. All right, so our wheat is well on the way again. We have none, though. So potentially, I mean, since we're now into the threat levels and we've got our defenses up, let's get ourselves another group of 5 by 20 to go. Let's get ourselves an additional wheat farmer, because it's only going to be good to get additional food in the long run, right? And now we need to get ourselves some dirt. They're tiger logs. I mean, we're doing good with the logs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I counted that out perfectly, just so we can put our grass walkway around it again. And actually, it's going to be here. And that's eventually going to go for, I don't know, berry farms. All right, there we go. So that's all set out. Let's get ourselves an additional wheat farmer. Perfect. All right, beautiful. And I think we're just going to get ourselves a crate. We have some. Yes, we do. We've got 10. Good. There we go. We'll just get ourselves a crate here, and we'll just hire an additional person to get the job done there. All right, so then we're going to get some more wheat coming in, which is good. We've got plenty of logs, so we're doing really well on that front. And I really now want to remove this, because it's the last little bit in order to have all of it inside our keep nice and leveled. So it's kind of annoying me. There we go. So at least everything is now nice and level. All right, let's have a look. How are we doing when it comes to our log walls? We've got a nice amount. Our floors, also a decent amount. Let's get rid of this. The planks can go in, and the mud bricks there. We've got another 40, so let's take those ones in as well. All right, now accommodation. Since we already have the water gathering pit there, I think we're going to start off on this side here. There. Now, I think 5 by 5. Now, let's have a look if that's actually going to work. Let's get the wood flooring in. That seems to work. And I know, technically, they don't need to have each their own house. Well, they're not going to get each their own house. They're going to be sharing, but there's going to be 2 people per house. There we go. All right, are we going to make it bungalow style? Nah. Do we have something that is going to sit nice as a roof, though? I mean, we've got a number of tiger logs. Maybe that's going to work out nice as a roof. Have a look. How does that look? I think that will do for now, right? Yeah, that's gonna have to do. Let's get you guys build, and then the last one here on top, and there we go. I was gonna say we drop off again, but not that bad, not this time around. Take you out, because I mean this actually is quite expensive, because the tiger logs, well, one log gives us 3 of the oh wait, now my brain all of a sudden saw something and made a click. Is it going to work out? I mean, that doesn't look half bad, does it? I mean, it's quite expensive to do, but then again, so is the tiger log. Alright, so now we run out, but we might actually want to order a few more of those, because I think that works out quite nicely. That really turns it a little bit more into a roof. Now, we do want to have a window, right there in the middle. I mean, this one is going to be a window for no real reason. There we go. So a double one on this side, because there's not going to be a window on that side. Maybe we just want to put a window here, like that. So there's a singular window there. There's a double window there. That works out nicely. Then let's get ourselves a couple of beds. 1 and 2. Look at that. Now, these guys got a nice little house here. They've got a better house than we have, because so far we are still running around homeless. All right, see, that's the first one of our own little houses. So, yeah, I think that's going to work out just nice. And look at that. Just like that, we are looking at the first couple of houses. Now, given there's a few small things that we still need to do left, right, and center in order to get all of it up and running. And this is only space for 6 of the, 27 that we have at the moment. But that also means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beds even can be removed because all the jobs are taken. Is that true, though? Yes, it is. So all the jobs are taken. We are stocking well up on our water. Our meals are up to 60, so actually not too bad. We've got 13 slings. We've got 210 sling bullets. So we're absolutely laughing here. Now, it is day 12, 9 o'clock in the morning. I again forgot to close that thing off, but I did not see anything. Yeah, notifications, absolutely 0. So there was not a single monster that we have seen come in. Now, I am going to go and I think start off on the next project, which means we need to make sure. Okay, so we have our wheat, but we need to increase that capacity. We've got the berries that are very fastly turned into berry meals. All of these guys are now just waiting for the wheat to grow in order to be able to harvest it, except for this clown who's just probably running behind from the other day. All right, our logs are still laughing. We've got 411 taiga logs, 136 tempered logs, so maybe we should get a couple of extra of the splitting stumps get here. How are we looking when it comes to planks? 97. Out of 200. What are you working on? You're working on the flooring. All right, so yes, we do have another 2 splitting stumps sitting around here somewhere. Actually 3, but we'll just use 2 of those. And that is 1 here, and let's get the other one right there. Now, I cannot hire additional recruits because I did not place the beds down, which is kind of okay. There we go. Let's just get the 2 that we need. Let's keep the other 30, and these guys can just go here. I know it's still a construction site. It's not completed yet, but maybe we do have what we need to complete it. Well, at least the majority of it. So that's going to be like this. Look at that. So it's relatively easy to turn this into a small little hovel for them. At least they got some walls. Potentially we could even arrange a roof over their head, so then they really don't have anything to complain about anymore. Alright, little step stones for us to get up and in. Then we take the tiger logs. That's going to be layer number 1. That will be layer number 2. And then here we have that one as layer number 3. There we go. See, all done. Now we take you out. Then we put the awning over here. One on that side. One on that side. Not sure why that one was missing. The others are complete. They are. Look at that. Torch at the entrance. Job done. Another house completed. Okay, so now let's hire a recruit to fill all the jobs. We've got meals. We are well on the way with the meals. We're still shy on the weight because it's still not fully grown. These guys are all standing around scratching something that I cannot say out loud here on YouTube, but that's okay. As I said, these guys... See, the majority of the day, these guys are just standing around doing I have no idea what. I would like to get, though, the grocery store. So once I can put the grocery store on the outside, I can just close off the sides here and make sure that we are safe and sound during the night. So how about we're going to go for science. Are you going to give me the grocery store? You do not. But I get it as follow-up technology. All right. There we go. Time to get bold with it. Now, it promised me the grocery store. I need to have unlocked porridge for that. For the porridge, we just require 3 empty pots, but it is going to increase the monster threat by 15. Oh, wow. All right. Requires animal carcass. Let me have a look. What did we... Did I not properly check what we just unlocked? I mean, our threat level is now 11.2. So it is actually growing fast. And that means I now really do need to make sure... Yeah, everybody in. There we go. Close you up. I would like to get the rest of the walls made of stone as well, but we'll work on that later. I first need to now be on guard here, just to make sure that it's going to be all safe and sound. Alright, so let's take ourselves a sling. Let's take 25 sling bullets. So they are completely ignoring the ones that are going home. There you go. I mean, at least they're single hitters for now. That will most likely change. Just making sure we close this one. Yes, we did. All right. These guys using their homes? Not yet. Not yet. I know, because of all of them have to walk through the entire maze here. All right, now let's have a look, because I don't think any of them are going to make it through. I've only seen 2 so far, but then again, they just started. And yeah, I need to check back, but I think they just completely ignored the villagers that are going home. Now, they are relatively smart. They're walking close by. Oh, wow. That guy nailed it. That guy didn't even have a chance to get close to the entrance. You know what? We might be all right after. Another one coming from this side. Let's look at our sniper. That's the sniper. At least I think that's the one. Pew. Look at that. He already shot the guy before he even turned around. So yeah, Clint Eastwood here. We've got Clint Eastwood on the walls, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, we've got nothing to worry about with those guys. That is good. Now, that also does mean that I'm relatively confident with the setup that we have at the moment. Now, we do have a few more of these clowns walking around. Yeah, there's still a couple more. But the sniper is ready to go. Ooh, we have another sniper right here. They're doing an amazing job so far. I like. All right, so with that all sorted, I'm fairly confident now just walking around. So, okay, let's have a look. What can we now make for job blocks? Because that's kind of what we were after. Job block crafter's workbench. All right. So that probably means that any future job blocks can only be crafted by this guy. So job block crafter's workbench, yes. Gold ingots, that is good. Leather needs point. Linen, gold, or animal carcass needs points. Made at the merchant's hub. So animal carcass we can only buy. What do we need for the merchant's hub? Do we craft that? No, we don't. Just checking. No. So let's find out, where do we craft this merchant's hub? Made at the job block crafter's workbench. All right, so that thing now gets full on priority. And yeah, that one can go a little bit lower. And you can also go lower, because we've got plenty of beds in storage at the moment. Okay. All right. So we want 80 of these bricks. How are we looking? So we need clay and firewood. Clay, we got 600. More than good. Firewood, yeah. So these guys really... Oh, it's actually limited at... All right, so how about I put you to group number 4? 5. This one goes to group number 5. And your job, not block tempered. You make sure that we have 300 firewood all the time. Yeah, actually, these things we now need. So make 140 of them. And everything else. All right, lowest priority. If you have nothing else to do. Yeah, if you have nothing else to do, then you can make those quarters and the flooring tiles. I think that makes sense, right? But for now, firewood, firewood, firewood. That's your main job. Right, you're working on the floor. That is good. You are going to be working on more planks. That's also good. All right, yeah. So I'm kind of happy with that. Then did we get the workstation that we need? The new guy. We already have it. All right, never mind. Forget about anything that I was planning on saying. There, you go here. We'll get yourself another crate. Or 5. That's also good. Get you here. And what can we do here? So, you're going to give me the merchant hub. And you're going to be crafting your own workstations. That is okay. And that is it. So, how about I'm going to go and reduce my tinkerers. You go onto this one until we've got the merchant's hub. And then we'll take it from there. All right, so the merchant's hub actually takes quite a bit of time to create. How long does it take? Doesn't tell me. But it needs planks and copper ingots. That's all good. 60 seconds, so it takes a full-on minute to craft that workstation. Now, please put it straight in the box. In the box. Faster. Box it. All right, I think we now get the check mark. Yep, that is good. We'll just pick up this block straight away. There we go. And... okay, so that is what it is. All right, so yes. So we can sell copper ingots. That's going to give us 3 points each. And then with that, we can buy animal carcass or gold or linen or leather. Okay. But we're also... There we go. Let's sell that for 15. Ah, look at that. So that's going to give us our points up here as well. And are those the same points that I need for here? They are. All right. So colony points are no longer earned by these clowns consuming better quality meals, but they are made by selling stuff at a merchant stake. Well, merchant trading, whatever you want to sell it. All right, good. That's a change I do like, though. All right, so we've been working on these houses, and I kind of did the math, because this is good for 8 people. We have 29 at the moment. This is going to be a problem, because even if I double that, it's going to be good for 16 people, and then basically we need to double it again in order to fit everybody that we currently have. So I came up with the following solution. Instead of having it all one layered, we can double layer it. I didn't even put the beds in here yet. There we go. So let's get the beds in here, and then we have a little walkway going to the back here. Let's get these stairs to go up. There we go. Then we walk all the way up. And look at that. We've got another little house up here. Now, and the beauty with this is, I think we could pull it off to get another layer up there. So then we could actually have 1, 2, 3 different levels. But I'm going to have to puzzle out how we're going to exactly do that, because potentially we already would need to come up. Where is it? Exactly on the side. So if we put that here... Let me puzzle that out. But potentially we could do another layer on there. So I will be converting all of these ones as well to doubles, because then we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 people housed in just the 5 houses. Then we double that. We've got a space for 40. So right here, then we have 40 people living here. Look at all the space that we still have. See, right a cube, everybody wakes up to go to work. All right, now let's have a look. We kind of need to continue our growth here. Now, what do we need for the porridge? Oh, yeah, the porridge was going to increase it again, right? Yeah. So we need 5 empty pots. And that's kind of going to be a problem, because we're looking at getting a lot of water. And maybe... Yeah, let's manage our jobs. Let's get rid of our water gatherer for now. Then we've got 1 person who's unemployed, but at least we're going to get ourselves some of the empty pots that we're going to need. And pottery station, tempting. Miner, not really needed either, I think. I mean, 600, we're doing quite well on that. Stone tools we could do with. Either stone tools or more meals. Now, do we want more wheat? We've got a little bit of wheat coming in, actually. Which is where you're working on the porridge. So technically, we've got the wheat for more meals. But it's also kind of okay to have the additional wheat in stock. That's kind of why we wanted it. So we have for the longer term as well. All right, so these guys are working again on our logs. How is the logging situation? 258, 177. I still have my pauses full of all sorts of stuff as well. So 370 tiger logs versus 177. Now, that's because he needs to walk in and out. And, oh yeah, it kind of looked weird, but that's mainly because we don't have those quarter blocks on there yet. But we'll get to those. In the meanwhile, we're having ourselves another night shift here. Relatively quiet. As in, I'm seriously considering to give these guys just a deck of cards. Although, wait for the sniper. Wait for it. Turn up. There we go. There's at least some action coming in. Pew. Ooh. He trained him. He faster. Very nice. Or is he just out of slings and bullets? Do we not have enough sling bullets? We do have. Ah, there he is. He was just, I don't know, probably in his coffee break or anything. All right, so these 4 guys are still well equipped to manage with everything. Now, here we had our 2-story, and I said I was going to figure out if I could turn it into a 3-story building. Now, It's not the prettiest, I admit that, but it is practical. Now, we could have ways around this. If we've got multiple on a line, we could actually build them out, but I kind of ran out of bricks, hence why the floor here is not finished. Let me put some grass back in, just because otherwise it's going to annoy me even more. There we go. So they can walk around here, then they go all the way up here, they go further up, and poof, they go inside their house, which is beautiful. Didn't put the beds in. Let's do that. Let's get rid of all of you guys for now. Let's empty my pockets again. I said take half the beds, please. Well, take all of them. Also fine. Works for me. So you go in here, you go in there. Then we will put the last of the torches that we are carrying on us on here. There we go. So now if we have multiple, we could connect the bridges here and have a singular walkway going down, which would make it look a lot nicer. And then also we could do the same here for the back side, which we could then bring to potentially the front, or we get them to walk on side the wall here. I have not figured out that one yet, but we will do the same. So I did turn it into a 3-story. I do think it does look kind of cool. They all have their windows. There we go. Let's turn this around. So everybody has their windows. They don't have any storage space, no closets, because we are one big family. What yours is mine, what mine is also mine. Okay, so those guys are making beds again because I took all of them. So let me put those ones back so they can do what they actually need to do. He's working on more of the mud bricks, which is good because we're running out. Beautiful. I love it when a plan comes together. Okay, so what's our next level of science? I don't really think that we need a water pumping because we've got a water gatherer downstairs, so that's all fine. The tanner, he cooks meat. Needs animal carcass, so we can buy the animal carcass. All right, so we need to buy 5 animal carcasses. And they cost 5 points each. We've got 15. All right, so how about we sell you another 5? There we go. All right, so now in science, we can buy you. But the tanner is going to also increase our thread by 10. It's going to give us cooked meat, which is an additional meal. So yeah, it will take the animal carcass, it will split it into skin and raw meat. 3 skins, 1 raw meat. Then 1 skin becomes 1 leather, but takes 240 seconds. So we're going to need a couple of tanners. Yes. I think that's going to be the plan. But for now, it's all about just stocking up on all the resources that we have. Because when I get the rest of the buildings done, I want to start linking these buildings up so I can show you guys in the next episode exactly what it is that I mean. Are we out of wheat again? We are too. 63, 64 meals. So meals-wise, we're pretty much in balance at the moment. But these guys are harvesting the wheat, so we're all good. We're all good. Okay, so potentially we need to get a little bit more going there. Flax requires the tailor, requires hemp, chicken meals. Ooh. Chicken meals. But this guy is the most important. Now, for that, we need the porridge, and the porridge is going to increase the monster threat by 15. We can do it, though. Let me think about that. Let me stock up on all the different resources that we need. And let me do a little bit building here off camera. And then I will see you guys here in the next episode with hopefully a little bit more village so everybody has a place to sleep in. And then we can start looking into further finishing off the wall and expanding all the science that we have. So that's it for now. Thank you for joining. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please do remember to hit that like button. And if you want to see more colony survival, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And then I'll see you guys in the next one.